Just minutes ago, the internet was shaken to its core. In a live video that has now been viewed over 10 million times in under an hour, Mendeecees Harris stormed out of his home with nothing but a duffel bag and fury in his eyes. The reason? A confession from Yandy Smith so shocking, so soul-crushing, it has fans questioning everything they thought they knew about the love and hip-hop power couple. In the middle of a casual Instagram live session, what started as a simple Q&A spiraled into a devastating revelation that would splinter their relationship in front of millions. As Yandy broke down in tears, Mendeecees sat frozen till he stood up, and walked out. But wait, that's just the beginning. Because what Yandy confessed wasn't just a slip of the tongue. It was something that could ruin not only her marriage, but her entire public image. Stay right here, because what you're about to hear includes leaked D-Miz, furious celebrity reactions, and a bombshell twist that even Yandy's closest friends didn't see coming. You won't believe what happens next, For years, Mendeecees Harris and Yandy Smith were held up as one of reality television's strongest couples up. Paired that weathered prison time, public scrutiny, and betrayal rumors with what seemed like unshakable loyalty. From their early days on Love and hip-hop, New York fans were captivated by their dynamic. Yandy, the polished, business-savvy manager who held the family down while Mendeecees served time. And Mendeecees, the street-smart father and husband who, despite a complicated past, always appeared to come home to his queen. But behind the Instagram-perfect smiles and red carpet appearances, cracks were forming. People close to the couple have whispered for months, maybe years, that all was not well. There were rumors Yandy had been growing distant, rumors of mysterious trips, secret meetings, and unexplained absences. And while Mendeecees kept up the facade of a united front, sources say he'd been suspicious for a while. Still, he played his role, hoping it was all just paranoia, till today. Let's rewind. It started innocently. An Instagram Live Yandy decided to host from their living room. Dressed in loungewear, sipping tea, she looked relaxed, ready to answer fans' questions. Mendeecees sat beside her, scrolling his phone, occasionally smiling at the camera. At first, the live was lighthearted. Fans asked about parenting, business, projects, and whether the couple had plans to do another reality show together. But then a comment popped up on the screen that changed everything. Yandy, are the rumors about you and Redacted true? You looked too cozy in those photos last weekend. Yandy's face changed. She hesitated. For a moment, it looked like she'd brush it off. But instead, she sighed. And what came next stunned not only the viewers but Mendeecees himself. In a shaky voice, Yandy admitted she'd been emotionally confused over the past few months. That there was someone she leaned on for support while Mendeecees was away filming a new project. That she crossed boundaries emotionally and, possibly more. She didn't name names. But the chat exploded with speculation. Mendeecees froze. No words. No expression. Just ... silence. He stared at her like she was a stranger. And when she reached out to grab his hand, he pulled away. That's when it got real. Without saying a single word, Mendeecees stood up, walked out of the sound frame and slammed the front door behind him. Yandy looked up, panicked, and tried to end the live, but it was too late. Over 60,000 viewers had witnessed it live. And in minutes, screen recordings flooded Twitter, TikTok, and blogs across the internet. But this wasn't the first sign of trouble. Insiders from the Love and Hip Hop production teams say this wasn't just a one-off emotional confession, and it's been boiling behind the scenes for months. One crew member anonymously told Media Gawker they were barely speaking. On set, Yandy was always on the phone, and Mendeecees kept asking if someone was feeding her lies. And that mysterious weekend Yandy referenced? Bloggers had already posted paparazzi shots of her in Miami, laughing poolside with an unidentified man. She claimed it was a work trip. Mendeecees reportedly wasn't buying it. Fans are now digging up old episodes, old tweets, old clips, trying to piece together what went wrong. Some are even claiming the relationship has been on life support for over a year, with both sides just pretending for the cameras, and it's not just fans weighing in. Several reality stars have already taken to social media to drop cryptic posts and emojis. One of Yandy's former castmates tweeted, "Woo, the truth always finds a mic." Another simply posted, "Told y'all years ago." The couple once symbolized resilience, but now they become the latest cautionary tale of love, loyalty, and what happens when secrets refuse to stay buried. But that's just the setup, because the real drama hasn't even begun yet. What was Yandy really hiding? Who is the mystery man? And why did Mendeecees go completely dark? No texts, no calls, no posts after storming out. Stay with us, because the next part includes a leaked message that flips this entire story upside down. The internet had barely recovered from Yandy's emotional live when a new storm began to swirl, one even more devastating than the confession itself. Just 2 hours after Mendeecees walked out, a leaked screenshot began circulating on X, formerly Twitter. It wasn't just speculation, this time it was proof. A direct message thread between Yandy and an unnamed contact, with timestamps that matched the same weekend she was spotted in Miami. The messages were blurry at first, likely from a screen recording. But that didn't stop them from going viral. In the thread, Yandy wrote, "I just needed to feel seen again. With you, it felt like I could breathe." And the reply? "You know I'm here whenever you're ready. Don't let loyalty trap you in misery." Within minutes, hashtags like hashtag YandyY exposed and hashtag Mendeecees leave her were trending nationwide. Fans weren't just gossiping anymore, they were choosing sides, launching digital investigations and demanding accountability. But wait, it gets worse, because while fans were still processing the DM leak, a video surfaced. This wasn't grainy paparazzi footage or some blurry fan shot. This was a full HD security cam clip from the lobby of a luxury hotel in South Beach. The date: the same weekend Yandy said she was handling business. In the footage, Yandy can be seen walking hand in hand with a tall man in a white hoodie. She's laughing, comfortable, happy. The video was watermarked with the blog's name. But that didn't stop people from believing it. In fact, some fans argued the man in the video looked eerily similar to one of Mendeecees' former friends, a known figure in the love and hip-hop franchise at this point. Speculation turned nuclear. Comments flooded Instagram. "Girl, how you? Go from ride or die to sneak and lie. That ain't business, boo. That's bedness. Mendeecees held you down for years. This what you do?" Meanwhile, Yandy went silent. No posts, no responses. Just a single archived story, her apology video from last year about something completely unrelated. People took that as a sign, a cover-up, a smokescreen. And then another twist. Erica Mena, who famously clashed with Yandy on love and hip-hop, decided to pour gasoline on the fire. She went live sipping wine, no makeup, and clearly enjoying the moment. "I told y'all, Yandy was playing both sides," Erica said to over 50,000 viewers. "She ain't been loyal. That's the real tea." And if Mendeecees really knew what she was doing last year, the comments blew up. Someone dropped a clip of Erica and Yandy arguing back in season 8 and said, "This aged like fine wine." But it wasn't just Erica stirring the pot. An anonymous insider, supposedly a former assistant to Mendeecees, told the Shade Plug he knew something was up. She changed. She was colder. She stopped answering texts on trips. But he didn't expect to be humiliated like this. "He left without even grabbing his keys," he told me. "I don't care if I have to sleep on a bench tonight. I'm not staying." Under that roof, fans were now beyond invested. YouTubers began going live with titles like "Yandy Caught Red-Handed." The full timeline exposed, and did Yandy cheat with Mendeecees' friend? TikTokers recreated the leaked DMs. Memes flooded the internet. But the most heartbreaking part? Lil Mendeecees, their son, posted a cryptic story that read, "Everything that glitters ain't gold. Pray for us." The comment section on his post was a war zone. Some fans begged him to stay strong. Others dragged Yandy, questioning her priorities. A few even said she should be removed from the show entirely. But before the dust could settle, Mendeecees himself finally broke his silence. No video. No long post, just a black screen with a single sentence in white letters. "I trusted you." That was it. No tags, no name. But everyone knew who it was meant for. Now, here's the real twist. Because just when everyone thought Yandy's silence meant guilt, someone else came forward. A woman named Talia, claiming to be the sister of the man seen in the hotel video with Yandy, posted a TikTok saying, "Y'all got it twisted. My brother ain't messing with Yandy. They were working on a nonprofit event together." That video taken out of context, but go off. But the damage was already done, and now the question isn't just if. Yandy betrayed Mendeecees... It's single quotes as how deep the betrayal goes. And whether this entire relationship, was a house of cards from the beginning. Because while the internet is still dissecting the clues, there's one thing we know for sure. Mendeecees is gone, and his next move might just be the one that ends this saga. Forever... Just when the internet thought it had seen the worst, the chaos reached a whole new level. Because late that evening, while fans were still dissecting every second of the viral hotel footage and rewatching Yandy's trembling confession, a second video leak hit the blogs, and this one. It wasn't blurry. It wasn't vague. It was downright damning. A YouTuber known for spilling reality TV dropped a 4-minute clip allegedly taken from a Ring camera outside Yandy's rented Miami Airbnb. Timestamp: just after midnight on the 2nd day of her work trip. Yandy appears at the door wearing a hoodie, unlocking the smart lock. Moments later, a man steps into the frame, wraps his arms around her from behind, and kisses her neck. The audio? Muffled, but you can clearly hear Yandy laugh and whisper, "Don't worry, he won't find out." The blogs exploded. They caught her in 4K. Yandy Smith, no longer a wife, just a walking scandal. If Mendeecees don't file for divorce, we will. Within minutes, Twitter turned into a battleground. One half of fans screamed betrayal, while the other clung to denial, claiming it could be edited or maybe it was just a friend. But the footage was too intimate. It's too real. Even the blogs that normally supported Yandy backed away. Meanwhile, Mendeecees remained silent until he didn't. At exactly 12:45 a.m., Mendeecees posted to his Instagram story. It was a dark image, just his feet, standing on a sidewalk, a packed suitcase by his side. The caption: "Trust is like glass. Once it's cracked, it never looks the same." The internet lost it. Even celebrities jumped in. Lil Scrappy reposted the story with the comment, "Real talk, my guy. Stay up." Bambi added, "It's always the one you hold down that'll push you down hardest." The support for Mendeecees grew by the hour. But while he was gathering sympathy, Yandy was in full crisis control. She returned to Instagram with a carefully curated statement posted in white text over a black screen. "Sometimes we make emotional decisions that hurt the ones we love. I take full accountability for my actions and ask for privacy as we work through this difficult time." Fans weren't having it. Comments flooded in. "Girl, you cheated. That ain't a mistake. That's a choice." So now it's privacy after doing it on live PLs. We was rooting for you? And then came the real bombshell one nobody saw coming. An anonymous page claiming to be run by a former Love and Hip Hop producer posted a cryptic story on Reddit, which read, "Yandy's confession was just the tip of the iceberg. Been a second relationship, one that started long before Mendeecees knew anything. And the worst part? He's seen the texts. He knows everything now." The post was immediately screenshotted and reshared by every major blog. Speculation erupted. Who was the second man? Could this be someone close to Mendeecees? Could it be one of the cast members from their season? Or worse, someone they both considered family? And while theories swirled, an alleged screenshot of Mendeecees texting a friend made its way online. In it, he wrote, "Bro, I can't even cry no more. I looked this man in the face at my own dinner table. I'm done." That line sent fans into a frenzy. People began digging. Who had been around their family dinners? Who had Yandy posted pictures with? Who was Mendeecees referring to? Reddit detectives, TikTok investigators, and YouTube sleuths all had their own theories. One name kept popping up, a mutual friend, often seen in behind-the-scenes clips, who once called Mendeecees his brother. Fans began connecting dots, editing side-by-side comparison photos from Yandy's hotel footage and the man's Instagram. It wasn't conclusive, but it was enough to push the internet into scandal mode. Mendeecees' older son even posted and deleted a tweet that read, "Some people smile in your face while they sleep with your wife. Lesson learned." By now, this was no longer just gossip. It was a digital war zone. And then another twist, the Shade Room equivalent for podcasts. Real Spill Radio dropped a teaser for their next episode titled, "We've Got the Man Who Says He Was the One with Yandy." Exclusive interview. Truth or lie? You decide. The clip showed only a silhouette and a distorted voice, but the speaker said, "I didn't mean to hurt anyone, but I wasn't the only one reaching out. She messaged me first. I got receipts." Now the internet is at a boiling point. And just as the episode teaser ended, Real Spill's host turned to the camera and said, "But wait, it wasn't just Yandy messaging other people. Our source says Mendeecees might have had a secret too. Stay tuned." That's right. The next twist might not be about what Yandy did, but about what Mendeecees was hiding all along. And just like that, the entire narrative flipped. Was this really a one-sided betrayal? Or is this the beginning of a deeper, darker cycle of secrets that could destroy both their reputations? One thing's for sure, this is no longer just a breakup. It's a WAR. As the dust from the leaked videos and bombshell admissions barely began to settle, the real storm took over the public's reaction. Now, it was nothing short of a digital earthquake. From Twitter to TikTok, Instagram to YouTube, everyone had something to say and no one was holding back. The top trending hashtag that night, hashtag YandyExpa said second. Hashtag Free Mendeecees. It was as if the entire internet had picked sides overnight. And the divide was brutal. One side rallied behind Mendeecees, painting him as the ultimate betrayed husband, the man who had been lied to, humiliated, live, and now forced to pick up the pieces of a shattered home. He stood by her through prison, public shame, raised her kids like his own. And this is what he gets. @RealQueen, KEISHA. I hope Mendeecees drops a diss track and gets full custody. I said what I said. Savage and X-Men while others turn their wrath on Yandy. How are you crying after you did wrong? Manipulation 101. @LHH Unfiltered. So she cheated emotionally and physically, and publicly. Sis, just say you didn't love him no more. At Black to Blog, but there were also those who claimed this was only part of the story. We all saw Mendeecees act suspect too. This ain't new. Maybe this was HER breaking point. At Mendeecees don't act like he's been perfect. Didn't he cheat years ago? Why is Yandy the only villain now? At TI Motion, and while fans fought in comment sections and quote tweets, industry insiders quietly began leaking behind-the-scenes whispers. An anonymous exec from VH1 dropped this shocking note to a gossip blog. Producers knew something was off. Yandy wasn't showing up to set on time. She was distracted, distant, constantly texting someone. We thought it was a business deal, but now it all makes sense. Even more jaw-dropping. A former Love and Hip Hop editor came forward and claimed there's footage that was never aired footage of a heated backstage argument between Yandy and Mendeecees just weeks before the live confession. Allegedly, Mendeecees accused her of talking to someone on the low, and Yandy stormed off yelling, "You don't trust me, but maybe you shouldn't." The footage, reportedly cut due to legal concerns, is now being begged for by fans across the internet. Drop the tapes. Release the director's cut. We deserve the truth. Even other celebrities chimed in. Remy Ma reposted Mendeecees' suitcase photo with a simple caption, "Sometimes walking away is the only power you got left." Tahiri tweeted, "I saw this coming. Respect the ones who suffer in silence." Jay, never one to stay quiet, even offered to do an unfiltered sit-down with Mendeecees on his podcast. But it didn't stop there. Fans began organizing virtual support groups for Mendeecees. Seriously. Entire TikTok accounts were made in his defense, doing deep dives, breakdowns, and timeline analyses of the couple's collapse. One viral video titled "Mendeecees Deserves Better," a breakdown, hit 2 million views in 24 hours. Yandy. Meanwhile, went ghost. No new posts, no comments, no statements. Her silence only added gasoline to the fire. And then came the ultimate insult. A petition started gaining traction online urging producers to cut Yandy from any future reality shows. It read, "This isn't entertainment, it's betrayal. Let's stop giving platforms to cheaters who cry on camera for sympathy." In just 3 hours, it had over 25,000 signatures. But just as the internet prepared to cancel Yandy for good, one post flipped everything upside down. A mysterious Instagram page at INSIDETHELHETRUTH posted a screenshot of an alleged DM from Yandy's burner account, in which she said, "He's not innocent. They only see what he wants them to see. He lied too." The caption, "Y'all think it's one-sided. Buckle up. Now the public's divided again." Could there be a secret Mendeecees side of the story? Was this not a betrayal but a retaliation? And why is this burner account suddenly gaining followers from verified Love and Hip Hop cast members? Something big is brewing, because just when you think the worst is over, the real truth starts to creep through the cracks, and it's about to blow everything sky-high. Just when fans thought they had uncovered every angle of this spiraling drama, a new leak surfaced, one that would flip the narrative on its head and leave everyone gasping for breath. Late last night, a private voice note allegedly recorded by Yandy was posted anonymously to a gossip forum. The audio was barely 38 seconds long, but every second cut like a blade dot in a hushed, tearful voice. Yandy could be heard saying, "I didn't want to hurt him, but he broke me first. Nobody ever knew the full truth. Not even my closest friends. He left me emotionally starved, ... and I slipped. But I wasn't the only one." Boom. Just like that, the internet erupted again. The woman being vilified for betrayal now suggesting she was the betrayed first, that the cracks in their marriage weren't born out of her actions, but out of years of emotional neglect. But it gets even deeper, because shortly after that voice note began trending, a second clip dropped. This one, even more shocking. A blurry phone video appeared on TikTok. ALLEGEDLY, captured by someone attending a private event months ago. It showed Mendeecees at a dimly lit lounge, hugged up with another woman, a woman who looked suspiciously like one of Yandy's former assistants. The internet connected the dots with lightning speed. That's not just a random woman, that's Kayla, the one who used to run Yandy's glam team. This diabolical. At Mazir receipts, he'd been cheating. TZ's confession just came second. Now it makes sense why she finally cracked. T at Unfiltered Gossip Hand. Just like that, the pendulum swung again. Was Yandy really the villain? Or was she another woman pushed past her breaking point? But while fans argued, Mendeecees finally broke his silence. Not with a full video. Not with a post. but with a single Instagram story, a black screen, and 3 words you'll all see. Number. Context. No explanation. Just an ominous warning. Within minutes, rumors exploded. Was Mendeecees planning his own tell-all? Would there be footage, receipts, screenshots, podcast interview, a diss track? Bloggers began speculating wildly. Some insiders claimed Mendeecees had video footage of arguments that would prove his side. Others whispered about an NDA. Yandy allegedly violated by going live in the first place. And then came the biggest shocker. Yet a verified blogger posted a tip from someone claiming to work in post-production for Love and Hip Hop: The Message. Y'all haven't seen anything yet? It's the real fires in the reunion special. What happened off camera will burn this season to the ground. That's right, the reunion taping had already taken place, and according to sources, Mendeecees confronted Yandy in front of the whole cast, demanding the truth on camera. And what she said reportedly made multiple cast members leave the stage. One producer even threatened to pull the plug on filming. No one knows yet what was said, but insiders are whispering that the next bombshell isn't about cheating. It's about something far worse, something that could destroy not just their marriage, but Yandy's reputation forever. What could it be? A financial betrayal? A hidden relationship? Or a scandal that involves someone no one ever expected? All we know is this: the story isn't over. The fire has just begun. And when the reunion airs, everything will explode. This story is nowhere near over. We've seen Mendeecees walk out. We've heard Yandy break down. We've watched the internet catch fire with leaks, clips, and confessions. And just when we thought the dust was settling, a hidden voice note and mystery lounge video have reignited everything. But here's the real question: what's coming next? Because Mendeecees just promised we'd all see the truth. And the Love and Hip Hop reunion is rumored to contain a moment so explosive, producers nearly pulled the plug. What could Yandy have said that sent cast members storming off the stage? Is this just heartbreak and betrayal lore? Is there a deeper, darker truth no one's ready for? Let us know what you think in the comments. Was Yandy really cheating, nor was Mendeecees hiding skeletons of his own? Is this just a reality TV stunt tour? Is this the end of their relationship for real? And what do you think is coming at the reunion? Drop your theories below. We're reading every single one, and the wildest comments will be featured in the next video. Don't forget to like if you're shocked. Subscribe if you want every update before it hits the blogs. Share this video if your group chat is already blowing up. 'Cause, trust us, the next chapter, it's going to be even messier. And we'll be here to break it down. Every twist, every tear, every betrayal. See you in the next update.